I still look good. Unlike certain people. Just saying. Alright, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for a very late night video. Video number 2 on your 2 for Friday. This time on the main channel, Killer Demon 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down there in my pants. Otherwise known as the description box below on this channel and my other channels as well. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, fuck you. You miss it, you miss it. Or you're going to have to search my channels and look for the latest video. That's all I got to say about that. But if it's your first time watching, thank you for watching. I hope you like the content. And if you do, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button to death, and tell those older people that think my channel is dead that it's not dead. Because it will never be dead, whether they like it or not. And that's all I got to say about that. So like the video, share, and do all that good shit. Leave a comment if you like it or not. It is what it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's late. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. My neck is hurting, like, really bad right now. Well, my head's hurting, first of all. Now my neck and my shoulders are killing me. So I might have to take a painkiller before I go to bed. Hopefully that'll kick in. But, I don't know. It's just that, the weather is really bad outside. When it gets really cold in the winter, and Rosa has the same problem. She's sleeping right now. She's been in pain for half the night. No, we didn't have, we didn't get the business done tonight because we were both in pain. Not from banging, early in the day, but, just aches and pains. It's 34 fucking degrees right now outside. Excuse me, at 1:51 in the morning. So, I want to try to get this done pretty quick. I'm not going to make it too long, and I'm going to, go to bed, and then I got a couple of things to do tomorrow, and then I will be getting my weekend plans going. I'm going to be out in the city with Rosa and a couple of friends. We're going to go watch Full Gear at a bar, and that'll probably be it. And I'll be doing my Full Gear review Sunday afternoon, probably after football, because the Niners don't play till Monday, so I got plenty of time to do a Full Gear review. That'll be live probably around 4:30, between 4:30 and 5 o'clock. And we'll see what happens with that. We'll talk about that. And I'll bag of chips and all that other shit. That's that. What I really want you to do is check out my video from yesterday about Roman Reigns and who should beat Roman Reigns. So check it out on the Peter Gilmore channel. So do that. Also, check out my first video of the day, TSL 44, my AEW Full Gear predictions. And that's pretty much it. So leave your predictions down below or do your own video. It is what it is. That's that. Alright, let's get this shindig started because I got to go to bed. And hopefully I get up feeling better so I can actually go out tomorrow. So I don't want to be sick tomorrow. And that's it. I want to go go out with my friends, even though it's gonna be bone-chilling cold tomorrow. Like 30. It's supposed to be like 40 degrees tomorrow. Today was like 44. But it's just gonna feel like winter over the next couple of days, and going into Thanksgiving. It's supposed to be 48 to 50 on Thanksgiving, but it might be a little bit cloudy. And then maybe next weekend it might be crappy, but for Black Friday and Cyber Saturday and all the good shit for your Thanksgiving weekend, wherever plans you got. So, but it is what it is. Next week I got a short week, so I'm happy. We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's a half day, and then I'm basically done for the week for work. So, and I do work, and I make, I still make more than you. Well, man, 25,000. Shut the fuck up. No matter how much I make, I still make more than you. Flipping you can flip burgers at Burger King or IHOP or supposedly be a security guard and still won't matter. You're still an asshole. But it is what it is. You can call me an asshole or a piece of shit, but I'm an honest asshole and an honest piece of shit. So suck a dick and blow me. That's all I gotta say. All right, let's get to the review. Ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday night, November the 18th, 2022, or if you're watching on the replay, it is now Saturday, November the 19th, 2022. It is time on video number 2 on your 2 for Friday on the Killer Demons channel with your gracious host, Peter Gilmore. That's me. It is time for your late night Smackdown and AEW Rampage review. All right, let's get into it. Smackdown wasn't that bad. I think it was a pretty good show. The ending was pretty damn good. We had Sami Zayn and Butch in the main event, first round of the SmackDown World Cup. So we had that. The winner will be taking on Santos Escobar next week in the semifinals. And on the other side of the bracket, we have Braun Strowman taking on, well, either Ricochet or Mustafa Ali. And that match was pretty damn good. And then we also found out the 5th member of Team Drew McIntyre. I think you know who it was. We did kind of talk about him yesterday. The man from Quebec, Canada. You know who he is. But we'll talk about that in just a second. And as far as Rampage goes, Rampage was all right. Nothing great, but it was the go-home show before tomorrow night's Full Gear in the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. But we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's get to SmackDown. And if you want to talk about SmackDown, the chat room is wide open, but you have to be subbed for about a week. So I will keep the week, the subscriber only count at 1 week through Thanksgiving, and then after that I might change it back to 2 weeks, or I might scale back down a little bit more to about 24 hours, maybe a couple of days. We'll see how everything goes, but if I take it down to basically nothing and then the trolls come back, then I'm just going to put it back at 2 weeks forever. And that's all I got to say about that. But we'll see. These trolls can suck my dick. That's all I got to say about that. So, they want to come and try to invade my chat again. I'm just going to block all of them. And if you don't like it, well, too bad. And if you people don't like me, I don't give a shit. All the former friends that want to talk shit behind the little channels and their community tabs and then little videos and thousands of videos of me. Thank you for the attention, assholes. But I could care less about half of you people, so I really don't give two shits. I really don't give two shits. You have a nice Thanksgiving and not even a nice. You have a rotten Thanksgiving, a rotten Christmas, and a rotten New Year, and a horrible 2023 when we get there in 5 weeks. So hopefully the next 5 weeks are horrible for you. Which will be great for me. But we'll digress on that. All right. So SmackDown was live and in color from the XL Center in Hartford, Connecticut. So basically around home base, WWE territory. And our commentary team, this as always, Mitchell Cole and Bad News Wade Barrett. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. And that's pretty much it for that. All right. So this is the pre-ultimate to the go-home show, which is next Friday night. I'm not sure if that's going to be taped this weekend. It's going to be taped, period. It might be live. I doubt it, but I mean, next week is from Providence, Rhode Island, that shithole where a shithead lives. But I digress. So we got that. So I would assume it's going to be taped this weekend, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes no sense to have, live Raw, and then you have basically 3 days off just to go home, celebrate Thanksgiving with their families and everything, and then go right back on the road like at night. You gotta go right to freaking Providence, Rhode Island, and then to Boston. Better off to have a taped show and then have a live pay-per-view. So you go home, be with your family, you spend the night, and then Friday you head out to, if you're depending on where you live, and then you go right to you go right to Providence, Rhode Island, or you go to Boston for the day and then spend the day in Boston, and then you have the pay-per-view at night, and then you travel to whatever Raw is going to be next Monday night. Not this Monday night, next. The one after Survivor Series. But we'll see what happens with that. Oh, my head is killing me right now. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I'm going to try to get through this as best I can. And that's pretty much it. All right. So, like I said, we had a big show tonight. We had Butch and Sami Zayn in the main event. But we started off tonight. Speaking of Butch, we had the Brawling Brutes of Ridge Holland, Sheamus Fella, and I can't forget Butch. They come out, and then Drew McIntyre comes out. So most of Team Drew, minus their fifth mystery partner, he is they come out to kind of tease who the fifth member could be. So Sheamus gets on the mic. He has to check it this time because last week his mic failed and Roman basically chewed him out for it. You can't even get your mic to work, asshole. Anyway, so he mentions last week before asking how many times have me and you, Drew McIntyre, have been in the war. He talks about them knowing each other for 20 years. Drew was his best man at his wedding 3 weeks ago. You lucky bastard. Sheamus got a hot-looking wife. Oh, put that shillelagh in that vagina. Oh, yes. Yes, you do. You putting that shillelagh there, dude. Pretty soon, you keep it up, you might have a fella come out. It is what it is. So let's talk about that 20-year history. They might not like each other, but, it's created some mutual respect for them. Talk about Mac Drew being the best man at his wedding 3 weeks ago. Blah, blah, blah. And then the fans start chanting, "Usi, Usi," at Sheamus, where Sheamus says, well, we don't wanna be Usi. We wanna be Booty. Not Fruity, Booty. And Drew's like, did you just say Broody? Okay. So Sheamus wants Drew to be the honorary brute in War Games. McIntyre's like, well, I'm down for that. So that's kind of cool. Blah, blah, blah. So they're all ready for War Games, but we need a fit person, and they're about to announce it, and then Sami Zayn comes out and says, yo, my dogs, yo, my dogs. Where my dogs at? So Sami Zayn comes out, the fans are up in arms about seeing Sami, because he's our national treasure. So Sami says the Bloodline's feeling pretty oozy about War Games, because you're talking to the master strategist, the honorary Oos. Then he says, Uzi in the sky with diamonds. That was nice. I thought that was hilarious. Taking Lucy in the sky with diamonds and just changing the first lyric to Uzi. I love Uzi. That should be a TV show. I love Uzi with the Usos. But anyway, we digress on that. Alright, so he says that. And he makes a guarantee that the Bloodline will win War Games, and if Butch is ready, they can go earlier than expected right now, instead of going on the main event. Do it now. Let's do it. Let's do it, like Paul Stanley would say. Let's do it. So Sheamus thinks that Sami will have a problem with the fifth man because it's the last person that he was going to expect. So I think you would know if you know Sami Zayn lore or El Generico lore that they're two different people. That you probably would think that Kevin Owens would be the guy, but then again, we never know because of Kevin Owens' injury to his MCL. So I don't know. He was scheduled to be there, so obviously I think he's going to be the fifth man, and we'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on. All right, so I give that segment 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. All right, then we go to our first match of the night. Smackdown World Cup first round match. Mustafa Ali taking on Ricochet. This match was a banger of a match. We had Ali come out with his ribs all taped up after what Bobby Lashley did to him last week. Well, this past week, I should say. And then we see the doctor basically tell Ali, "You're clear, but I don't think you should wrestle tonight." And like Ali's like, "I don't care what you say, I'm a fighter." And then Ricochet comes in and says, "You really want to do this?" And then Ricochet's like, Ali's like, "Well, I can breathe, I can speak, I can fight. Let's do this." So Ricochet's like, "Okay, your loss." Anyway, but very good banger of a match. Lots of near falls. It's also with Ricochet taking Ali down. Ali ribs are already bothering the guy. But Ali grabs Ricochet in the corner. And Ricochet hits a elbow out. He elbows his way out of trouble. Ali's like, "That ain't gonna work." He hits him in the back of the head to take over. Then a top rope backstabber. Ow! Sends Ricochet outside as we go to a quick break. We come back. Ali is in trouble of a superplex by Ricochet during the break, but still manages a 1905 head scissors. Then we get a running dropkick, sends Ricochet to the floor in a good-looking slingshot. Flippity-dippity-doo. Is pulled out of mid-air, and then Ricochet hits a Michinoku driver on the floor. Ow! Goes to a Phoenix Splash inside the ring and missed. And then Ali knocks in a Koji clutch. Somebody's been watching Samoa Joe tapes. Sends Ricochet over to the ropes, so he blasts Ali with one hell of a discus lariat, turning him 360. Then Ricochet hits a beautiful moonsault for a near fall. Then he starts targeting the ribs to cut off Ali's comeback. But Ali is somehow able to come back with a gorgeous tornado DDT off the top. Then he goes to the top, goes to the 450 and took too long and missed. No water in the pool for you, sir. And then Ricochet goes up as Ali is getting to his feet, hits a shooting star press cross body combo, kind of weird. Shooting star press into a cross body. Well, inventive. So he hits that 1, 2, 3. Ricochet gets the win, and he moves on to face Braun Strowman in the semifinals next week on the program. And that's pretty much it. But this match was a banger of a match, and I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. The crowd was into it. They loved it. That's all that matters. After the match, mutual respect is given. They fist pound and, reach it. For two guys who had a mega feud on main event. Go figure that one out. That's it. All right. After that, we go to the locker room, where we see most of the bloodline. We got the Usos, Jimmy and Jay with Sammy and Solo Sikoa, and already they're fighting as usual. You know what's happening. Jay Uso starts yelling at Sammy for saying, "Hey, you can't just go out there and tell the world that the bloodline's gonna win. You can't tell everybody we're gonna get W's here. Guaranteeing wins in war games. Are you nuts?" Blah blah blah. And then Sammy's like, "I'm sorry." Blah blah blah. And then Jimmy gets involved, says, "Hey, we need to be on the same page before Roman comes to the arena." Blah blah blah. And Jimmy's like, "Hey, Sammy, just chill. Why are you so crazy? Take it easy. Pretty much. Sammy's like, "Okay, I'm chill. I'm okay. Then he does his stupid handshake thing with Jimmy, and Jay's like, he starts cracking up a little bit, so he kind of broke character, and then he just starts staring at Sammy as he leaves to get ready for his match with Butch. And that's pretty much it. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And also, speaking of the Usos, they have crossed over, and now at 400, as of this video, 489 days as the Unified Tag Team Champions and counting. And we get that. All right. So speaking of the Usos, we're going to look back at them breaking the record, beating the New Day last week, and then on Monday became the longest reigning tag team champions in history. So we see that. Then we go to Caleb Braxton, looking hot as always, with the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. They're talking and they're a little bit disappointed. Xavier Woods with the stash. Nice stash there, Xavier. But anyway, so they're disappointed, but they're going to pick themselves back up and get back into the tag team ranks and see what happens with that. But then, Imperium, they come in, Marcel Barthel, Fabian Aichner, or Giovanni Vinci, whatever you want to call him, and the Intercontinental Champion, Walter, they all come in, and basically Marcel Barthel says that the New Day is everything wrong with wrestling. It's like they're the reason why wrestling stinks right now. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. And then Xavier Woods, being the voice of reason, is like, hey, well, there's 3 of you. There's 2 of us. And then then Marcel's like, well, maybe you should get a partner. And then Xavier's like, oh, we'll get a partner. We got a good partner. So a 6-man tag team match is made for later in the night. So we got the New Day and a mystery partner taking on Imperium. And we'll see what happens with that. So I get that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the gorilla position where we see Madcap Moss. I think he was talking to Kayla, and he's getting ready for his match with Killer Cross, like a rematch from last week after he got basically choked out. So he's ready for his match, and then Emma, Tennille Dashwood, comes up to him. Hey, guess what? They're a real-life couple. So, Madcap Moss's real-life girlfriend, Tennille Dashwood, comes in, gives him some water, and Moss is all pissed off about getting choked out 3 weeks ago. No, I meant last week, guys. I meant 3 weeks ago. He's like, I don't know if I can beat him. And then Emma's like, it's like, you're the strongest man I know. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Go beat him so we can have sex later. Pretty much. And that's that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so we get to the match. Match didn't last that long, under 4-minute match. Madcap versus Killer Cross with the lovely Scarlet Bordeaux and that freaking epic entrance she does. Oy, oy, oy. That's probably one of the best entrances in the modern era right now. But I digress. All right, so it starts with Madcap going right after Killer Cross, beating the fucking crap out of him for a little bit. And basically we see a graphic with both of their names and faces. Like we didn't know who they were before. Anyway, so they get back up and Killer Cross runs Madcap Moss over, sets up a release Tiger suplex, and then even Scarlet Bordeaux got involved behind Jessica Carr's back, slapped Madcap Moss around. I was waiting for Emma to just come down and they're gonna have a cat fight, but Emma stayed in the back. So that slap kind of fired up Moss. He runs Cross over with a shoulder tackle. There's some more running shoulder tackles in the corner. Had Cross in trouble, but once again, Scarlet gets involved. Showed her tits. No, I wish she did it to me, but no, this was. Sorry, I'm kidding. No kidding. Anyway, so Scarlet causes another distraction, which lets Cross get a cheap shot. Then he locks in the Cross jacket. Moss tried to get out of it the first time, but then the second time, he, got out of it. He was trying to do a move to Killer Cross, but then Killer Cross like, get over here, and then locked him in the Cross jacket again, and then Killer Cross kind of was passing out, and he tapped out at the same time. So Killer Cross gets the win again. Under 4-minute match. I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we move on from there. All right, after the match, Emma does finally come down to check on her man as Killer Cross and Scarlet leave the ring. I could probably see a mixed tag team match coming out of this with Killer Cross and Scarlet in her first official WWE match because she didn't have a match in NXT. So her first official WWE match against Tennille Dashwood, Emma, maybe next week or maybe after the Survivor Series. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. And we move on from that. All right, then we go to Bray Wyatt. He comes out, and he's here to make amends for what happened last week with Eli Drake. And that's not an insult. That's a fact of life. So Bray talks about being conditioned a certain way, makes you feel like changing is impossible. Then last week, he got a little bit too violent on Eli Drake and wants to apologize. So, on cue, Eli comes out. Let me talk to you! So he comes out and says that he might have earned some respect by not being afraid of Bray last week, but respect is the most valuable quantity around here. Then he slaps Bray in the face. Uh-oh. So that kind of makes them even, and Bray's ready to just beat the living fuck out of Eli Drake. But he's like, okay, now we're even. Okay, now we're even. But I'm still gonna kick your ass. So he's trying to fight the urges of kicking his ass. And then so Eli's like, what do I do? Should I hit him some more, or should I just get out of Dodge before I get my ass kicked? So Wyatt's like, all right, we're even. Let's have bygones be bygones. Let's shake hands on that. Let's shake hands. But Eli's like, nope, not gonna do that. Slaps him in the face again. And then he says, I've been waiting all week to do that. Uh-oh, that's not good. So he leaves, and Bray stares him down as the Titantron behind Eli starts to go all haywire with the Wyatt 6 stuff going all over the place. So I'm starting to like this little feud between Eli and Bray. Bray's first match back, and his first feud is against Eli. So sucks to be you there, Eli Drake. So, but we move on from there. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. All right, after that, we get a look back at Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey beating the crap out of Shotzi Blackheart last week. We're going to have Shayna Baszler and Shotzi one-on-one in just a little bit. But before that, we go to the back where we have the Usos. They asked Killer Cross and Scarlet, who was there, if he's going to be the fifth member. But then Killer Cross like, I'm not a follower, this and that. But I'll come from Roman's titles on my own time. Foreshadowing. I told you Killer Cross could be one of those guys that faces Roman and could possibly beat Roman. Well, I don't know when that's going to be, but we'll see. So anyway, Jimmy doesn't think it's him. And we see Bray Wyatt in the background talking to somebody. I don't know who he was talking to. Maybe he was talking to JoJo on the phone. I don't know. So we get that. So that was kind of interesting with that. And I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so after that, we go to Shayna Baszler and Shotzi. Ronda comes out, and then Shotzi comes out with her tank. Blah, 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 blah. So, match itself was a 5-minute suck fest, basically. So, she starts off with Shayna knocking Shotzi down to start, strikes away, and then Shotzi starts fighting back. Ronda then gets involved a few times. Well, she gets involved a few times during the match, but she trips Shotzi up. And Shayna goes back to the beatdown. Shotzi fights her way back up again, but this time Ronda messes with her hair. And she's like, I told you to stop that! Then an Enziguri gets Shotzi out of trouble. Then she goes right after Ronda. I mean, no DQ there, ref. What happened here? Which allows Shayna to grab a German suplex in the ring. So once again, Shotzi has to make a comeback with the sexy hip attack against the ropes. You're not Asuka. Stop it. Sorry. She hits the hip attack against the ropes, but Ronda, once again, her fourth distraction. I'm like, ref, do something! So Shayna knocks Shotzi into the corner, and then Raquel Rodriguez comes out, evening up. Shayna basically starts yelling at her. But that causes a distraction as they go back in the ring. Shotzi is able to avoid the arm stomp, and then with a really messy 1905 roll up, 1, 2, 3, Shotzi Blackheart gets the win over Shayna Baszler. Why? Why did you have to make you had Shayna Baszler as a monster heel, and you have her basically look like a jobber this week? Hunter, Stephanie, hi Steph. What are you doing? I know you're trying to build Shotzi up for her match against Ronda, which we all know she's going to lose. But really, you had to make Shotzi get the win here? I was okay with a DQ, but, you know. Stupid booking. Stupid. But it is good. So Shotzi gets the win in under 5 minutes, and the match gave 2.25 out of 5. Blah, 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 blah. All right, we go to break. We come back. We see Megan Moore on. Try to talk to Eli Drake as he's trying to leave the building. He says, I'm out of here, but I'm not scared of Bray Wyatt. Or so you think. So we go to break. We come back. We see Eli's knocked out cold with a whole ton of shit that dropped on him. And I wonder who did it. Was it Uncle Howdy? Was it one of the puppets? Or was it just gravity? Maybe it was Titus. Maybe Eli didn't, he had a bad review on Titus's mean old steak. I don't know. But I digress. So we'll move on from there. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, to go to 6-man tag team match here, we have Imperium versus the New Day and their mystery partner, and it is Braun Strowman. So Michael Cole was like kind of teasing, like, hey, Braun could win this whole thing. And then it's like, I hate to be biased, but I like to have Braun win the whole thing and then have him and Walter, and Gunther, and him and Walter go at it for the Intercontinental title. I'm like, oh, really? You just gave the tournament away? Great job, Cole, you idiot. Great job. We all know it's going to be Braun Strowman and Walter probably at the Survivor Series. Or if not after the Survivor Series. Thanks for ruining the surprise of who's going to win this tournament, but we all knew Braun was going to win it anyway. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so it was a pretty decent match. It's also a humongous brawl before the bell. Kofi tries for the trust fall, only to get pulled out of the air. And Imperium drops him onto the apron. Ow. As Xavier loads up for a dive of his own. Walter cuts that off with a humongous gunshot-like chop that I think you can hear in the next state. But Braun comes in, and then we ring the bell! So the bell finally rings, and Walter just gets out of dodge, like, I'm facing you! I'm like, dude, you're Walter! How can you be so fucking scared? Why did they portray Walter as being scared of Braun Strowman? That kind of makes you feel like he's a pussy of a champion. He can't face guys like Braun Strowman. Come on now, come on. But anyway, so Walter bails to the floor as we go to a break. We come back and Xavier Woods fights out of trouble, kicks Ludwig Kaiser, Marcel Barthel away, which allows us to get the tag to Braun. Gunther comes in, and then finally we kind of get a little bit of this. It could be the match for the Intercontinental title. Braun chases him around the ring, and then choking a whole bunch of people down along the way. On the outside, to get back in the ring, Walter has to escape a power slam, and then he slaps the big man down with a big chop. And then a spine buster gives Braun a near fall. Then he goes for the monster bomb. Gunther slipped out of that. And then we get the double tag to Luffy, Kaiser, and Kofi. They go at it, and then Xavier Woods with a blind tag goes up top. They hit the midnight hour. 1, 2, 3. Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Braun Strowman get the win in just under 7.5 minutes. And that's pretty much it for that. So I give the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. And then we see Braun Strowman coming out from ringside to the back to the gorilla position where Kayla's waiting for him. And he's talking and kind of has to clear his throat a little bit. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna win a tournament. I'm gonna beat Walter for the belt." Blah blah blah. So Ricochet then comes in, and he's like, "Well, I don't know if you're gonna win a tournament because you gotta go through me, and I don't think you should overlook me, dude." So that match is gonna be next week. And then Ricochet says, "Hey, but I'm a flippy flipper." I'm like, "Oh, you didn't, Ricochet. Oh, no, you didn't." And he goes, "Your words, not mine." I was like, "Oh, snap." So, how's it feel there, Braun Strowman, to basically get the flippy flippers? You know, you call them flippy flippers? Or like, how about if I beat you? I would love for Ricochet to beat Braun Strowman and have another match with Walter and lose. But, yeah. So, Braun Strowman, you can still go fuck yourself about that flippy flipper comment. But I digress. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening. Another SmackDown World Cup first round match with Sami Zayn against Butch, or Pete fucking Dunne. We also have the Usos and Souls to Court at ringside, and Drew McIntyre, Lee Holland, and Sheamus fella at ringside. So we have our respective parties for War Games at the outside of the ring. You knew they were going to get involved near the end of the match, but it's also with Butch hammering away at Sami, but it charges into a powerbomb. And then Pete fucking Dunne, Butch gets sent to the outside, but he's right back in with a tornado DDT for an air fall. Sami then knocks him outside, so we go to break. We come back. Sami hits the Blue Thunder Bomb, and we all know what happens when you hit the Blue Thunder Bomb. But while he hits it, tries to go for the pin, everybody else starts fighting on the floor. You knew that was going to happen. So all out chaos on the floor. Sami then cuts off a comeback by Butch with an explosive suplex in the corner. Goes for the Yakuza. The hell of a kick, the Yakuza kick. Mind move, whatever you want it. It is what it is. But on the outside, Jay was trying to get away from Sheamus. Jay goes in the ring, and Sami's all ready to hit the hell of a kick. And he's running, and then Sheamus pulls out Jey Uso to stop Sami from hitting Butch to break up the hell of a kick. So Butch gets up. He hits the bitter end on Sami. 1, 2, 3. So Butch goes on, and he will face Santos Escobar next week on SmackDown. And the winners of that will go to the finals to face each other. And the winner of that faces Walter probably after the Survivor Series. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. So, match was alright. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. But then the ending of the night was humongous and awesome. Sorry, Mike. What? You said my name! Not tonight, Mike. I got a headache. Oh, I mean, you feel better, don't worry. I'll let you go. Alright, thanks, Mike. Thanks. Bye! Okay, get out of here, please. Not tonight. Not tonight for Mike Awesome. Not a good night. I'm sorry, guys. I know you like my Mike Awesome impression, but not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Well, Sunday. But it is what it is. Anyway, so after the match, a humongous brawl breaks out. And then we hear the music of Roman Reigns. Our tribal chief comes out. We must acknowledge the tribal chief. Acknowledge him. Put your ones up. Because like the Armada on the prophecy, we still the ones. And it is what it is. So Roman comes out. Beats the fuck out of everybody. And then that leaves Drew McIntyre in the ring. He takes off his shirt so all the ladies can get wet in their panties. He's like, bring the fight to me, dude. But then Solo Sikoa comes in, offers the distraction, and starts beating up on Drew. Then Drew gets speared in half by Roman, and then Sheamus comes in. He wants to fight Roman. They slug it out, and then Roman hits a Superman punch, laying out Sheamus. And then the music of Kevin Owens hits, and he's limping a little bit. Uh-oh, because, still got that MCL sprain. We don't know how bad it is, and if he can even fight at the Survivor Series. I think he's going to be a liability, but we'll see. He has fought through injuries before, but I think this one, I think he really should have just stayed out of the match. But we've got to see what happens with SmackDown next Friday night. So Kevin Owens comes out, limping out, doesn't walk out. Kevin Owens limps out to the ring. Stay there with Roman. And apparently he is the fifth guy. So he hits a super kick with the bad knee in the leg, and hits Jimmy with the super kick. And then Owens goes inside and starts going at it with Roman. Roman at first gets cleared out, and then Sami Zayn comes in for a little bit of distraction. Him and Kevin have a little bit of an epic stare down with their history, which allows Roman to get back up, hits a Superman punch on Kevin. He goes for the spear. Kevin kicks him in the chest. Then he hits the stunner to basically knock down Roman, and then the bloodline kind of have to disperse and save it for War Games, and that's it. So Kevin stands tall with the rest of the team, and there you go. And we'll move on from there. So that's it for SmackDown, and I gave the final segment, the aftermath of the segment, 3.5 out of 5 stars. But SmackDown was pretty damn good this week. I'm giving it a solid 6.5 out of 10 stars, and that's pretty much it. And we move on from there. All right, now we're gonna quickly go into Rampage, which was live from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, where it will be live again tomorrow night for AEW Full Gear 4, starting at 7 p.m. with the pre-show. And we got 2 matches, one match was made official tonight, and another one was made as well. So we get all that. All right, so we're live from the Prudential Center in Newark with our commentary team, Tony Baloney, the legendary Tony Baloney, good old JR, Jim Ross, a man behind the mask, Excalibur, and the Wizard, the Oak Show, the Ring of Jericho champion, Chris Jericho. All right, so it starts off with them talking about the card, and then they're like, hey, we're going to go to the back. What's going on in the back? And we see chaos in the back as Lance Archer and Ricky Starks, they're fighting in the back in the loading dock area. So Lance was beating him up for a little bit, threw him into the gate again, beating him up. But Ricky comes back, rams Archer into the loading dock door. And then, sorry, I'm getting hot, so I know I don't want to get naked, but anyway, I'm not getting naked, I have pants on. But, and anyway. All right, so Archer does the same to him, to Ricky. And then Archer's on the offense here. The bell hasn't even rang yet. The match is not even official. So they go through the crowd. They go into the arena through the crowd. Starks takes a trash can to the head of Archer out, which barely fazed the Murderhawk monster. He sent Ricky into some barricades. And now it's into the crowd. Ricky fights out of a choke slam as Archer strikes back, leaping over the barricade, chops down Ricky. Archer then tosses Ricky into the ring, and then finally we get the goddamn match started. So that was kind of an interesting little fight before the fucking match. But we started with the first match, and the match is still in the first round. So the winner of this goes on to the pre-show to face against Brian Cage, and the winner of that goes to Dynamite this Wednesday night to face Ethan Page to determine the number 1 contender to the world title, be Moxley or MJF. All right, so The bell rings, and then we go back outside to fight some more. Archer chokeslams Ricky on the ring apron. Ow! As we go break. That was a pretty good start for Rampage. Not bad. So we come back. We see some highlights during the break. Archer continues the assault on Ricky. And then Ricky climbs onto the back of Lance Archer, doing some strikes to the back. Excuse me. Ricky then falls up with a lariato. Goes for a spinning DDT and missed as Lance Archer counts with a lariato of his own for a near fall. Archer goes on the back of Ricky. Ricky counters with a spinning DDT for a near fall. He goes for a sunset flip, but Lance isn't very budging. And then Ricky out of nowhere delivers a pounce! Period. Actually, Archer hits that. Ricky goes flying, but then he no-sells it, basically. As he pops right back to his feet, goes right up the ropes, and spears Lance Archer, and goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. So, Ricky Starks gets the win over Lance Archer. Match gave 3 out of 5 stars. And so, Ricky Starks will face Brian Cage in the semifinals on the right side of the bracket, and the winner of that faces Ethan Page on Dynamite. So, pretty good match. Like I said, 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, if I can get to my notes. Okay. After the match, Brian Cage comes out with Prince Nana of the Embassy, my good friend Prince Nana. And they have a stare down. They look at one another. Lance Archer then attacks Ricky from behind, ends up chokeslaying him onto some steel steps on the outside. Ow! So there you go. So that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night on the pre-show with Ricky Starks and Brian Cage, if Ricky's 100%, but we'll see. And we'll move on. All right, then we get a recap of the the MJF Moxley feud. We get a little hype video shown. All right, then we find out from Excalibur and the guys on commentary that Rampage next Friday is at a special start time of 4 p.m. So set your DVRs accordingly, because you don't want to miss it. And that's pretty much it. Move on. All right, get my notes. All right, then we see footage of Tony Baloney interviewing Chris Jericho and the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. Jericho talks about how he's the greatest Ring of Honor champion of all time, and he guarantees it's staying in the Jericho Appreciation Society, most likely. So he walks off, and then Sammy is waiting patiently, Miles, as he tells Giovanni we'll see about that. So a little bit of tension in the Jericho Appreciation Society. And then Jericho, they go back to commentary. Jericho is basically speechless. And then he tells the other commentators that he respects Sammy and acknowledges that the young man has some high aspirations. So no love lost for Sammy, even though Sammy kind of like, hey, what about me? You know? So we get that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And we move on. All right, then we go to match number 2 for the FTW Championship. We have Send for the Man. Get in here. We have Hook, brother, from Good Hook, brother. So we had Hook, who is 15-0, taking on Lee Moriarty of the Firm with that bald idiot's bald bull. I mean, from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, bald bull, otherwise known as Stokely Hathaway. Match itself was okay, nothing great. Hook starts with a nice takedown as Lee comes to his feet, misses an attack. Hook counters with a reach around, not that type of reach around. Excuse me. He transitions to a wrist lock, followed up with an inside hook and bridge. Lee gets out of it. He drives his knee into the midsection of Hook. And then Hook gets sent into the ropes, but Hook throws a nice spinning back kick, counter, and then a back suplex takedown. That was pretty nice. The crowd loves it, of course, because they love Hook. But Lee Moriarty comes back, throws a big boot to face of the champ. We go to another ad break, another commercial break. We come back. Once again, Lee Moriarty has a basic back headlock on Hook. He tries going to the ropes, but gets clotheslined by Hook. Hook delivers some body shots. Ugh, sick body shots. And then the referee has to separate them. And while he's doing that, Lee manages to get to the ropes. And then Hook with a nice back heel trip follows that up with a fisherman's throw. Lee Moriarty comes back. He applies a turnbuckle DDT, followed by a diamond knee drop, not a diamond cutter or a Gilmore cutter, but a diamond knee drop. Hook goes to the cover. Hook kicks out of that. And then Lee Moriarty applies a double wrist lock as Hook manages to get his foot on the ropes for a break. So a little bit, Hook's in trouble for the first time in, I think, in a while. So Lee Moriarty tries for the Border City stretch, but Hook turns his hips to transition into the Red Rum, the Kata Hajime, if you will. And Lee Moriarty, as you would know, he would tap out. And that's pretty much it. So Hook retains the FTW title, and he goes to 16-0 with a trinket belt. But it is what it is. So Hook gets the win. Match I gave 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. All right, then we go backstage with Tony Schiavone. He's backstage with Jose Jalapeno on his stick. He also has he's there with his client Roosh, because Andrade got suspended again. He's been suspended, so I don't know what's going to happen with Andrade. And I personally don't care. So it's Jose Roosh. We also have number 10, Preston number 10, and Johnny Hungy, John Silver. They're there. And Roosh promises to wipe the stupid smile off Johnny Hungy's face, as basically Johnny Hungy tells him that he intends to accept the challenge of a potential tag team match. Unless Roosh, Andrade comes back from suspension, you can do that. And then 10 looks at Silver and asks the question, "What do you mean, we?" As he walks off. And it looks like it's the eventual heel turn of Preston. He's going to join up with Los Ingobernables, the Facción de Ingobernables, and that's pretty much it. And we move on from there. I need to drink. I shouldn't drink this because I have a massive headache, and God forbid I'm going to probably puke out red fruit punch. But it's worth it. I'm here for you guys. All right, so we move on. So I gave that segment 3 out of 5 stars. All right, match number 3, women's action. We got the 10:30 death slot. This match lasted 4 goddamn minutes. So we had Madison Rayne taking on Athena. Okay. It was kind of a little bit of a funny match, but still kind of boring as fuck. We see Madison Rayne's footage promo shown as Madison was talking about her history with Athena, maybe in the Indies, I think. I don't know. And then the commentators start interrupting to go to the ring as Athena starts pouncing on Madison, some ground and pound shit. That was stupid. Why did you interrupt the promo before the match starts, morons? Anyway, Athena delivers a delayed vertical suplex. Madison comes right back with a couple of double axe handle chops. Puts Athena down for a little bit. Then a forearm strike falls as he looks for the cross Rayne, but Athena counters and delivers a flip forward stunner. Nice. And then an elbow to the jaw. Athena follows that up with a modified power driver with a knee to face in the process for the win. And she gets that. So she wins with the flip forward stunner and then elbow to the jaw, the modified power driver. So she didn't hit the Eclipse. What are you gonna do? She gets the win, and match was okay, I guess. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Athena kicks Madison Rayne, and then Aubrey Edwards tries to stop her. I mean, that ain't gonna work, Aubrey. Sorry. And then Athena hits the referee. She hit Aubrey like flush. Knocked her out. Damn. That's gonna cost us some money too. She just like laid out Aubrey Edwards out. A lot of people are like, oh, good! Finally somebody hit Aubrey Edwards, yay! Whatever. Anyway, so after that, while Aubrey Edwards was down, basically picking up her teeth, Athena locks the crossfit on Madison Rayne, and then Mercedes Martinez, who we haven't seen in months because of her, I think she had a leg injury. She's still the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, So she goes down to the ring, and then they have a stare down, and then they back off, and then ends the segment, and that's it. So I'd love to see Mercedes Martinez against Athena. Kind of reminds me of Shimmer a little bit, or Shine, whatever you want to call it. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to move on from there. So 4-minute match. Athena gets the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right. Then we go to the back. We have Renee Paquette interviewing the best friends, give me a hug, of Orange Cassidy, Chuck T, and Trent. So they're there, and then Rocky Romero comes in. As Orange Cassidy reveals that Rocky Romero and Mr. Danhausen, I will curse you. Or after he got last week on Rampage, he got Apologia on the steps, laying him out. So Orange Cassidy said we got a 5-on-5 tag team match at Full Gear on the pre-show. So it was like, well, where's your fifth partner? And then they show a video of Mr. Danhausen doing some weird shit. So now there's 11 matches on the pay-per-view. 11, 11, 11. So 11, 11. Make your wish. But it is what it is. So we got that 5-on-5 between the best friends and the factory. I think I'm going to go with the best friends to pick up the win. Obviously, I'd like to see Mr. Danhausen finally get a goddamn win. But we'll see what happens. Should be a little funny match, but, you know, there's going to be some wrestling involved, so no funny business here, Mr. Danhausen. So that's that. Then we move on from that. So I get that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get another vignette package for the House of Black and Malachi. So that was pretty nicely done, and we could probably see them after Full Gear. And I think they're probably going to be the first challengers to whoever wins the Trios Championship between the Elite and Death Triangle. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be the Elite in their first defense against the House of Black. I think that should be an amazing match. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. So I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get the pre-match promos from Vince Mark Henry as he's talking to Eddie Kingston, the Crazy Monkey Ortiz, Katsuke Takashita, and Jun Akiyama, which is pretty damn nice. And as usual, after that, I think we've heard enough talk. It's time for the main event. We get that. And also, we have our third match on the pre-show. So pre-show is all filled up now. We have officially 12 matches on the card. Actually, no. I think 12. No, 12 or 13. I think there's 13 matches on the card. 3 on the pre-show, 10 on the main show. Which the whole thing's going 4.5 hours at most, maybe 5, including pre-show at 7. So it should end about 12:30, which sucks. But yeah, maybe by the time I come home, I'm gonna be fucking wiped out. And I'm gonna be so tired on my, Rose is gonna be all drunk and everything. And as much as I would love to have the drunk sex, because that's the best sex of them all, I'm gonna be too goddamn tired to have drunk sex. And I'm not gonna have morning after drunk sex, or the hangover sex, call it. But it's like sloppy. But I'm just gonna come home and go to sleep. Shit. All right, so we find out that Eddie Kingston is going to have a one-on-one match with Jun Akiyama. That should be pretty good. We'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. All right, so this was a pretty decent match. AEW versus DDT and the little talent exchange agreement that they have with DDT. All right, so it's also with Eddie and Takashita. Going at it. The fans are on their feet. They're really into this match. I loved it. Thank you. See how New Jersey crowds are there, Connecticut? But I digress. So both men go for a lockup, but then they have a stalemate. They have to break it up. Then we get a Greco-Roman lock as Takashita gets in a basic side headlock, circa 1905. He bounces off the ropes and is shoulder tackled by Eddie. And Eddie's like, do it again. So Takeshida's like, okay, we do it, Eddie-san. So Takeshita does as Eddie is told, and Eddie gets in a belly-to-belly suplex. He takes a quick cheap shot on Jun Akiyama as Ortiz gets a tag. But Takeshita tags in Akiyama, and he loads a quick attack on Ortiz, and throws a return cheap shot on Eddie. Then he goes to work with a full strike and a power driver to Ortiz. He's about to go for the cover when he spots Eddie trying to get in the ring, and he's like, you don't get in the ring. Eddie is just like, okay, I'm not gonna get in the ring now. You don't mess with Jun Akiyama. Don't mess with Akiyama-san. So he backs off, and then Takeshita with a tag. He gets in a right elbow strike on Ortiz, and then we go to our last commercial break, and we come back. Ortiz tags in Eddie. They double team on Takeshita. Eddie with a nice DDT and goes for the cover, but no hook to the leg as Takeshita kicks out of that. And then Eddie wants Takeshita to chop him, and then they have an epic chop off, like a Ric Flair type chop off, but woo woo woo, you know. Then we get some elbow strikes, and Takeshita is sent into the ropes, but Takeshita hits a flying jalapeno to ground Eddie. Then Jun Akiyama and Ortiz get tagged in at the same time. Akiyama with a jumping knee to face on Ortiz. Looks for his trademark exploder suplex. Eddie gets inside the ring. But Eddie's not the legal man. Then both men are beating the living shit out of each other. The fans are going nuts. Jun clotheslines Ortiz. And then Takeshita gets in the ring. Ortiz gets in a power slam. But Takeshita comes right back on Ortiz with a blue thunder bomb. And you know that doesn't get a cover for 3. Meanwhile, Eddie gets in a backdrop driver on Takeshita as all 4 men are down. The fans are going completely berserk. I'm loving it. And then Akiyama and Kingston trade blows again. Eddie gets in an exploder suplex. And then Jun comes right back with an exploder of his own. He delivers a knee to the back of Ortiz, followed by another exploder. 1, 2, 3. So we have Takeshita and Akiyama with the win at exactly 11 minutes. And the match was pretty damn good. I liked it. 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it for Rampage. So Rampage ends on a good note. Pretty good live show. I gave it 6.25 out of 5 stars. So I think Smackdown was a little bit better because of the ending of the Smackdown. But not going to say anything bad about Rampage tonight. I hope we get a good rating tonight. Because next week they're at 4 o'clock. I don't think anybody's going to even watch that. I think the rating next week is going to be like 200,000 at least. But, I mean, we'll have to see. Because, I mean, everybody's off from work, Thanksgiving weekend, getting over, Thanksgiving, your hangover and all that shit. Like anybody's going to watch wrestling at 4 o'clock. Maybe. I might, because, I don't know. I might watch it. I might not. I might be sleeping. No, I might not be sleeping. I might be doing some other things with the missus probably that day. Probably going out somewhere. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be in the city. I don't know. Well, we'll see. All right, so that's it. So that's my video. Thank you all for watching the video. Once again, Smackdown, 6.5 out of 10 stars. And for Rampage, 6.25 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you motherfuckers thought of both shows in a comment down below. Or you can do a video reply if you wish. You do whatever the fuck you want. That's all I got to say about that. So don't forget to smash that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss another upload. And when my next upload will be, which will probably be Sunday afternoon for my Full Gear review on the Peter Gilbert channel. And then Monday night or Tuesday afternoon for Monday Night Raw. And then it might the reviews will be coming maybe a day after each other. So NXT will probably be on Wednesday afternoon. Then Dynamite will probably come on Friday, sometime Friday. I don't know when Friday. And then probably I will not do SmackDown and Rampage until that Saturday, early Saturday afternoon, because I'm probably going out that day as well before the Survivor Series goes on. I will do my SmackDown Rampage review. But next Friday night, probably before I even go to bed or sometime during the night, I will be doing TSL number 45, which will be my Survivor Series predictions on the Shadow Slayer channel. And then, like I said, Saturday, early afternoon, I will be doing SmackDown and Rampage. I'll probably do a thoughts video, or I might just do a live video before I go out somewhere. If I do go out, I don't know, I might stay home and watch Survivor Series. I'm not sure yet. And then Survivor Series review will be coming on Sunday the 27th. And then we'll probably get back to a normal schedule. We'll be doing videos probably every other day or every 2 days. We'll see what happens with that. And that'll be it probably for the rest of December and the rest of the year. So, but if there's any changes, I'll let you guys know if I go back on to doing videos every freaking day. But we'll see. I want to get more content out before the end of the year, and then start 2023 with a fresh, clean slate. And that's it. All right, so that's it. Thank you all for watching. Check out my last video, TSL 43. Link will be in the description box below. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channels, like I said. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit the bell to get notified, and don't forget to share the video all over the place. And that's pretty much it. All right, I'm getting out of here because it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I want to edit this up real quick. And then I'm going to go to bed, and then I'm going to get up in the morning. I got some things to do. And it'll be bone-chilling cold. Right now, it's almost freezing right now. It's 33 degrees at almost 3 o'clock in the morning. It's supposed to go down the freezing mark here in New York, but then it's not going to go up that much. It's going to be like 38, 30 to 40 degrees tomorrow, and I got to go out tomorrow, which is great. So I'm going to be a frozen icicle tomorrow night. And Sunday's going to be cold, too, so that's good football weather if you live in New York. You know, the Giants play the Detroit Lions at home at MetLife Stadium, 1 o'clock on Fox. And also on CBS, we got the Jets in Foxborough to face those Patriots. So it's going to be a big game for the Jets. They're one game out back of the Miami Dolphins for the AFC East lead. So it's going to be a big win for the. It has to be. Sorry, big game for the Jets. Hopefully, if they get this win, it's going to be interesting for the next 5 games after this week. 5 more games left for the Jets. Yeah, the playoffs are coming around. We're getting down to squeaky bum time in the NFL with the league where they play for pay in Week 11 of the NFL. The Niners, like I said, they play Mexico City on Monday Night Football against the Arizona Cardinals. That's a big game, big divisional game. And we'll see what happens with that Monday night on Monday Night Football. So, well, I'm watching Raw. I might be on I'll watch along with my beautiful Puerto Rican princess Issa, but we'll see what happens with that. I might not be on it. I might chime in here and there while I'm watching the Niners, of course, on the Niners app on my desktop, because I don't have ESPN on the rich man's cable. But it is what it is. What are you gonna do? But it is what it is. All right, so that's pretty much it. So I got a busy weekend and a busy Monday to do. I got physical therapy. I got all this shit to do. I gotta do that, and then I gotta come home, have lunch. I gotta do some other things. I gotta get ready for the Niners game. I gotta get ready for Raw, and then Tuesday I gotta go out early in the morning. Gotta go. Not in the morning. After I gotta go to work on Tuesday. After that, I gotta go run right to the bank. I gotta do a couple of things at the bank. Not too long. It's gonna be like 10 minutes. I gotta just order some new checkbooks for myself. Because I do pay my own bills, assholes. So I gotta do that, and then I gotta come home and just have my sensible lunch and dinner with the missus, get ready for NXT, try to do the Raw review, and then that'll be it. And then Wednesday, we're not doing anything Wednesday. Might get my hair trimmed a little bit, even though it's already balding as it is. So I'm going to just get a little trim for Thanksgiving and probably let it grow through my birthday and the New Year, and then eventually I'm gonna try to get it a little bit longer than I have it right now, and then probably maybe around Valentine's Day I might get it cut again because possibility I might be going down south for Valentine's Day weekend and for about a week or so. So I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, 2023 I'm gonna be hoping to be pretty busy, with trips and stuff. And yeah, I don't want to be in New York all freaking year, but especially for Valentine's Day weekend, I want to do that, and then probably stay in New York through most of the spring. Probably, I would think maybe around probably in April or May, I might take some trips down to Atlantic City, just hang out, play the slots in the slots. Got that. I also got my anniversary with Rosa coming up in April, my 15-year anniversary. 15 years with that bowling chain. But yeah, we're gonna do that. Might go away for more like weekend, but when the summer comes, probably late June or July, most probably like July, maybe August, I'm gonna take another vacation, maybe a 2-week vacation. So I might take 2 weeks off of YouTube, but I might pop in here and there. But I think I might take 2 weeks off and just recharge the batteries and get away from all this crap. I kind of need another break, so I might take off after Christmas. I might. I'm not saying I will, but I might. I'm not sure what I'm doing for Christmas yet. I had plans to go down south or another state actually, and for my birthday and for New Year's, but gotta see what we're gonna do in the next after Thanksgiving. I gotta see what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure. I could stay in Brooklyn. I can go down a couple states, go down to Virginia, or I could go down to Florida and hang out with Ron DeSantis and company. But we'll see what happens with that. But Christmas, I may or may not be on. I'm not even sure yet, but we'll see what happens with that. I'll let you guys know in probably the next couple weeks when I get everything finalized. And that's it. All right, so I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to fucking sleep, you motherfuckers, unless you're in the West Coast. Then it's 12 o'clock in the morning, so happy Saturday to you on the West Coast. And on the other side of the world, in that shithole named England, good morning to you, love. Gonna have some tea and crumpets with the Queen and Duchess? Well, the King. Can't have, well, not the Queen, but the King. You're gonna have your tea and crumpets and all that other good shit. And big ups to my good buddy Will Rally. He's around. He's doing his thing. He did a video earlier today, so he just says he's been busy. So, and Andre Corbeil, he's always busy. He pops in from time to time on my show, and other members of my group, they come in from once in a while. They don't have to be on my show all the time, but it is what it is. That's it. All right, everybody, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Gomez signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your coat. And I hope you have a great weekend, everybody. Stay cool if you're in the Northeast. If you're in Buffalo, New York, God bless you as you're getting out of your house. 6 feet of snow. Ugh. Glad it's you, not down here. Boy, it did snow a little bit here. It flurried like crazy over here before. Had like a snow squall, but not too much. I mean, it was above freezing, so it really didn't stick. Not that I was gonna get the ice meltdowns and do anything. And it's gonna freeze over anyway. Whatever we got on the ground is gonna freeze, but it should be all right for tomorrow. I don't have to slip slide and everything on ice, but it's coming. I feel something's gonna come after Thanksgiving. We're gonna get a big snowstorm, or at least get some type of snow. Hopefully not. I'd rather have snow come in January when I'm back from if I go to Florida in like 80-degree weather, I come back and it's 20-degree weather. I'm like, fuck. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm signing off. Peace out. Rock on, rock hard. You already knew that already. But if you're not down with that, you sons of fucking bitches that just don't know how to shut the fuck up, And you think the prophecy is dead. You think your mother is dead. You think I'm full of shit. You think I have no real members. This and that. It's all the fucking bullshit that you do on your fucking boring as fuck channels. You think I give two shits? No. But that's all I gotta say. So keep doing your videos. Keep obsessing over the greatest things in sliced bread. And if you don't like us, well, it's super goddamn bad. Because we got 3 motherfucking words from you. You better fucking remember it going into 2023, motherfuckers. Fuck you, man. Alright? You don't like me. You don't want to watch my show. Then don't watch my show. I don't give two shits. Because I don't watch your crap. Hour and a half. Bullshit fucking stream. With a bunch of fucking lies about me. I mean, it doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You could be 20, 30 years old or some schmuck that lives in a fucking cold as fuck state. Nobody gives a fuck about you and your porta potty. Fuck you, man. That's all I gotta say. That's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace. And rock on.